Hello, boys. John here. I apologize for not being there this morning, which will probably be yesterday morning by the time you watch this. I was downstairs, and Andre came over to his desk, and he says to me, "So I'll see you upstairs in a little bit." And this was about 7:20, and so I said nothing because I had my headphones in, and then I thought I heard something, so I said, "What?" And Andre said nothing because he had already left to go upstairs, and then so I went back to working and inadvertently worked during our book club meeting. But I did want to say that I would love this opportunity. I love being able to be in a group that discusses professional matters, and especially one that goes through books and stuff together. So, ironically, the book that I picked out was Time Management is Really Life Management, and actually had the opportunity to meet this author, and so I was pretty cool about that. But I'm going to go through what I learned so that you're able to experience it, even if through a digital fashion. The book was really good. It's a short read, not too long at all, which I find it's actually easier to read books that are smaller so that you can get more of them done. It's just my preference, but had a lot of fun reading it. Essentially, leadership is about perspective, specifically to perspective to be able to see life as God sees life, and to see work as God sees work, and just to pretty much see everything through that filter. So I just want to go through several of the things that I brought out from the book. The first chapter starts out with that. It just says, "See life as God sees life." So it's about perspective. There are things in life that we are responsible for, and then there are things in life that we are not responsible for. Time is a teacher, but it's also a very creative teacher because it's very mundane. Our basic resource in life is time. So when we start at the beginning of our week, we're like, I've got all of this time to deal with. I'm sleeping for half of it, so that's out. I'm eating for 15 to 20% of it, so that's out. But let me think about what I do have the ability to choose, where I do have the ability to use this resource of time, and see how it's done. So I wrote, time is the basic resource, is the ultimate measurement of doing. A simple revelation is also a profound feature of living life successfully. So time is pretty interesting because time says, hello, you are finite. Hello, I am with you every second. So time is just this constant, incessant reminder of the reality that we're accountable for every moment of every day. So time shows us that it's not us, not about us. And this book is about maximizing the time that we've been given so that we understand time better, so we have a better perspective about time. One of the quotes that really was impactful to me about this whole subject is that it says, the best way to advance into the future in faith may be our gratitude and celebration of the present. So celebrating and having gratitude in the present moment is the thing that enables us to most maximize the time now, and therefore get in the practice of maximizing the time at every state of being that we're at. Time shows us the persistence of God, but it also shows us the intimacy of God. So time is one of those things that we look at and, well, how big is time? Time is massive. But then we ask ourselves, how small is time? And time is very small. We have seconds that we can divide it into and say, this very second is a present moment. It's very near to us. It's not, even though time is massive, this second is near to us. So time is one of those things that's both imminently in this very moment, but it's also in the future, and it's also in our past. And so I think the reason that God put this into existence is so that we would have better character. Time is that thing that says, hello, you as an individual are finite, and I am infinite. It says, hello, I'm here every second of every day. So, it's easy for us to get complacent and to think about our time as our time. But the reality is that time is not ours any more than air is ours. and it's to be used for the benefit of others. One of the things also he talked about towards the middle of the book is that he would often use his time for others so much that he didn't use it for himself either. His priorities went, I need to serve God, I need to serve my family, I need to serve my business, need to serve my hobbies, and the list went on and on. And he's like, and I need to serve myself down here. But one of the things he said is that we have the responsibility to feed into ourselves so that we can maximize the ability that we can be, the maximize what we can influence in the lives of other people. So one of the biggest things you can take away from this book is truly the heart of it that I found. Is he broke it down into the life cycle of a plant, and he said that there is sowing, nurturing, protecting, and harvesting. So you are sowing at certain avenues in your life. Right now, all of us are sowing our careers. You're nurturing other aspects of your life. You're allowing it to grow, and then protecting. You're fighting off the things that try to choke out that thing that you have grown, and then eventually it leads to harvesting. So one of the things that I would recommend you guys do that I did that was pretty helpful is that you create this grid, and in one grid you have sowing, other grid you have nurturing, then you have protecting, and you have harvesting. And you put the different aspects of your life into those different camps, and you say, what am I sowing, what am I nurturing, what am I protecting, what am I harvesting? That just helps you get a different perspective on where you spend your time. So right now I said Southern First, I'm sowing, and I have to work hard and remove the rocks and the bees and the trees from this. And then I also have to maintain, I have to keep up my skills. I have to protect against laziness, against ingratitude, and then eventually we'll be able to harvest. So I just wanted to share that with you. Again, this is Time Management is Really Life Management by Roy King, who I actually had the pleasure of meeting. He was one of my professors at a university that I went to. So if you'd like to borrow the book, you can totally borrow it. I'll bring it to work and just leave it by my desk. But looking forward to meeting with you guys next Monday. I will be there, and my headphones won't be in. All right.